Hello guys. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please endeavor to subscribe and give us a like button. Okay, in this video I'm going to be giving you a strategy that has a 90% win rate. Okay, here's how it actually works. The strategy comprises of the moving averages and the RSI. So here I'm going to show you the settings, how to set it, and I'm also going to show you how to apply the strategy in the market. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and delete everything so that we set it together. Okay, so that we do the settings together. Okay, so here it's actually what it is now. We have a clean naked chart. Okay, so we are going to be able to we're going to apply these indicators together. Okay, so that it will be simpler and easy for anyone to just be able to apply the indicators, set the indicators, and I go to the explanation on how I apply the strategy to get the 90% win rate. Okay, now, so first of all, we are going to go to the function, the F function, which is right above up here. You can see that F function right there. So that's just that F function. We click it. So you go to the moving average. Okay, and then first we start with the exponential, the 9 moving average, which is the period, which is 9 moving average. The shift is 0. The method is exponential. Then apply to close. Then the style is 3 pixel. I use 3 pixel, and then I'm just going to go ahead and change the color to red. So you can see that now. We can see that in the chart now. You can see it. So we have that set already. We can see the 9 exponential moving average. So now we're going to go back again to the function, and then on the main chart still we are still going to put our moving average. In this time I'm going to put the 26 exponential moving average. The shift is 0. The method is exponential. Apply to close, and then the style still maintains 3 pixel, but the color we're going to change it this time around to black. Okay, so that is done, and we go back again to the function, and this time around we're still going to apply the same moving average, but the period is going to be 50, shift 0, method exponential, apply to close, style 3 pixel, and then the color I'm going to be using green. No, it's not green, whatever. Okay, apply it on the main chart so you can also see this now. So you can see that. So the last one but not the least of the moving averages we're going to be applying on the main chart is going to be the 100-day moving average, and then shift 0, method exponential, apply to close, style 3 pixel, and then the color we're going to be using pink also. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, that is set. So on the indicator window, so now we're going to use the RSI, yeah, relative strength index. Say okay, set the RSI here. So we have the period, which is 8, apply to close, style is 2 pixel, then the color, any color of your choice then. And then we have, to this indicator we have levels in this particular area. Like, let's say if you want to add a level to this indicator, you just go ahead and click this area here. So once you click that area, the levels will show up. If you click and it doesn't show up, what you do is you try to delete a level. Then when you delete a level, you can be able to add other levels. So we have our 80 level, which is good for sell, and we have the 10 level, which is actually good for buys. Okay, buys. All right, then here we good for sales. So sales, right? So now that is that. You go back, you click done. So that's that. You can see that on the main chart now. Good buys, good sells. Okay, now so now you still go back to the function. Now on the indicator window, which is we have here to be this area. Come on, please. We have this area here to be our indicator window. So you just go ahead and click on this function here. So once you click on that function, it will take you to this particular area here now. So whatever you're doing now, it will be adding to the indicators window. So you just go ahead and click on the moving average. We're going, in this case, we're going to be using the 9 moving average, and then the color red. Okay, and we have that now. And also we still go back there again on, still on the indicators windows. You just click on it, and then the moving average, and then the period, and this time we choose the 26 period. Okay, color, I just go for black. Okay, that's that. And it's set. Okay, so how do I use the strategy? Okay, how I want to explain that is it's actually okay, it's actually this. Okay, on the support level, I'll be, how do I implement the strategy? I'll just implement the strategy using my support and resistance. Okay, in that, on the support level, like in this particular area, I just want to, in this particular area, I want to be looking for buying opportunities. And then in this particular area here, I want to be looking for what, selling what opportunities. Okay, so that's that. So I will now scale down to either the 15 minutes time frame or the 15 minutes time frame, and look for what, the moving average crossover. So now when I look at the 15 minutes time frame, I'll be looking at the what, the moving average crossover. So now and when I'm looking for that moving average crossover, like in this particular case, now the moving average crossover, and I take my sales, before I take this, before I be checking that, I have to make sure that the um, the moving averages also on the indicators windows are crossed over, and they are sloping what, downward, like in this case now. You got, and they are the what, 80% level, from 70 to 80% of the what, the RSI. So in that case now, you take your sales and you make your money. So you see that you sell. And even in this particular case, in this particular area here where you have a crossover, you can also go down to the 5 minute time frame, and you still have a good opportunity for what is sell. So that's that. So you can actually see that the market kept selling, and it kept selling. So, and in this area too, which I actually established to be my support, we have our clear crossover. You can actually see that also on the 1 hour, but I don't advise to use the 1 hour for entries because it will be a very late entry. Okay, so you can use the 30 minutes or the 15 minutes. 15 minutes is actually preferable to use for entries. So you can actually see this now. You enter your market in and around here when the moving average crossover, and then you'll be able to capitalize on that move. Okay, and also you can actually use this strategy to scalp the market. Okay, like in this case you have your crossover, but in this particular case you're trading against what, the trend. Okay, the trend is upward, so I'd rather wait for the market to drop like it did in this case, like it dropped down, then like it did in this case, it dropped down, then look for a buy upward. So when you trade with the trend, is actually preferable than trading against what, the trend. So but that is that, you can actually use it to what, to sell the market when you had your moving average crossover. In this particular area, you can see that the moving average did what, crossover, and it also corresponds with the same thing we have on our indicators windows. You can actually see that the indicators are sloping downward, like they are sloping downward, you have them trending downward, you sell, you take your profit when it gets to the 20 and 10% exponential moving average. That's what scalping. And then when it start pointing upward like this, like in this particular area here, you look forward for buying opportunities. You can actually buy that up, because what, we are in the uptrend. You're trading with the trend, which is actually better off than trading against the trend. So I would love to also use this opportunity also to also show you another chart explaining how I apply it on step index. So here on step index, you can actually see here that when the market came to this particular area, what happened? It bounced back. That means the 50 exponential moving average in this case is acting like what? A resistant level. Okay, because we have the market, although this is going to be kind of complicated for some people. We have the market break, we have a break of structure, okay, and we have what I call a retest. But even without the knowledge of all this, without the knowledge of breakout, retest, and a continuation, you can still be able to capitalize on the market just using this exponential moving average. Even a newbie can just be able to apply this principle if you can just study this market very well using the principles which I have given to you. Okay, so now we have a breakout, we have a retest, and in this particular area, our moving average is acting at what? A resistance what level. So since it's acting as like a resistance, we have we go down to our 5 minutes or 15 minutes and look for the moving average crossover. Okay, guys, so now we look for the moving average crossover. So you can actually see this crossover here. Now you can see how the moving average crossed over, and you take your what sells in and around that area, and you make your money from there. Okay, and then when it gets to what our 10%, 10 and 20, when it gets to our 10 and 20 level, sorry, 5 minutes. Okay, when it gets to our 10 and 20 level, which is in and around this area here, you close your trades. Okay, and then you wait again, and then now you can actually see it in your indicators windows that it's at what, the 80 level. When it's like that again, and you look for what sells, like it crossed over, you look for what sells. Why because why I say you look for sales, because the overall trend is what is downward. Okay, you look forward selling opportunities. Okay, so how I apply this strategy most of the times that work, majority of the times that it works for me, is I plot my support and resistance level, and I wait for the markets to get to that level. Okay, like in this particular case now on the step index, and come in place. Okay, like in this particular case now on the step index, okay, like on the step index now on the daily time frame, I have my resistance level, which is like right above there. Okay, like right above there, and we have the market bouncing off the 100 exponential moving average, which is in that area. Bouncing off of it is acting like a resistance level. Okay, this in this case it was able to break, but it could not break that resistance area. So here we have our support level. Okay, we have our support level, so we'll be looking for um a moving average crossover in that particular chart there, like here now. Okay, here we have, if you go down to the 15 minutes too, you'll be able to see that very well, but this is far back in time, so I won't want to spend too much time scrolling the charts up and down. So you see now that the moving average crossed over, and you have what, your sweet sell entry, and you have the moving averages on the indicators windows, which is at the overbought level. Okay, overbought level of your indicator window. You have at the overbought level, and then you do what, you sell the market. Okay, and here also you have you have but here it's not actually too good though. It's not actually too good, but okay, here you can see your moving average crossed over. um it's still at the support level though, bouncing up from the support level. You can see your moving average crossover in this particular area. Then you can just buy all the way up, and you can see also on your indicators windows how the moving averages are what sloping upward, so you can just capitalize on that too. Okay, but you can actually use this strategy to actually scalp too. Scalp the I advise you to scalp the range market. When the market is in a range, you what you do is you define your support and resistance level, and then you begin to scalp the market up and or down. So in this particular area we have our range. Okay, and you can see like in this particular area here we have our range. Okay, since we have our range, you can actually see that okay, it is what going downward, and whenever it goes up to this our 50 exponential moving average, which is acting like a resistance, it bounces off. And which, if you also draw a trend line, which you can see by this black line here, this black line, that is that black line that I'm moving on, which is also acting like a resistance level. Whenever it goes there, it bounces off, you sell. Whenever it goes there, it bounces off, you sell. And if you actually use the exponential moving average crossover in that particular area using the 5 minutes time frame or thereabout, you can actually see how that actually played out very well. You get your clean sell entries. That's your trading with what the trend. Okay, the trend is downward, so you look for what selling opportunities. So you can see after bouncing up, what happened? We have our moving average crossover. Like in this particular case, you sell all the way to the 20 and the 10 level, to the 20 and the 10 level, then you take your profits. Okay, that's that. So that's that. If you backtest the strategy very well, you'll be able to see that it works very well in combination with the support and resistance. Okay, also I like to show you how this strategy actually works too on VIX 75. Like in back then, I was able to use this strategy trading VIX 75, okay, to flip a $10 account, a $10 account to to $150 using the same strategy. Okay, the moving average crossover strategy. Okay, just capitalizing on the big moves, not just trying to just trade at random. Okay, now you can see that this market is in a downtrend. Okay, you can see that by looking at the 4 hours. You can see that the moving averages are pointing downward. So what you do is you wait, 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 you wait using either a 15 minutes time frame or a 5 minute time frame for the moving average crossover. Okay, for the moving average crossover, what I mean by crossover, you wait for the moving average crossover. Since we're in a downtrend, when it crosses over like this, you sell to the 7 and the 10 and 80% level, and when you sell, you take your profits. Okay, so that's exactly what is going to happen, but it will take time for it to happen, but it will happen. Okay, right now you can see that the market is like on the 70 and 80% of the RSI. So you don't try to like predict the market, so you just wait for the crossover to happen, and then you capitalize on the move downwards. Okay, you make your money by just waiting. You wait for it to cross over pointing downward, then you take your sales, because the overall trend of the market is downward. Okay, so you just wait, you wait. Also, VIX 100 1 seconds is still another perfect example of the pairs I like to trade using this particular strategy. Okay, guys, VIX 100 1 seconds is also Okay, okay, okay. 601 seconds, just using the 15 minutes time frame. Okay. So, like I said, the market has to be either at a support level or a resistant level. Okay, like you can see now, like high above here now, high above here, that's our resistance level, you can see. But even though the riv is manipulating, okay, but since the riv is manipulating, you are not trying to sell when the market is just going up there at the resistance level. You sell. No, you wait for the moving average to cross over and then you sell. You see, that's our this is our support, this area here. Sorry, I'm coming. Okay, let me go back to the daily. This area here is what our support level, and that area above there is our resistance level. So for you to be able to use this strategy very well, you have to step down to the smaller time frame and you have to wait for the market to get to any of those levels. Then you use the moving average crossover and then you take your sell entries. Okay, so now you see, using let's use the 5 minutes, because I think 601 second cells actually work perfectly well on the 5 minute time frame. So now you see the moving average crossover, then you sell, and then when it gets to the 10 and 20, you take your profits. Okay, and then you wait again. When it gets to the 80 and 70%, you take your sales again. So that's that. You can see it. That actually works perfectly well. You don't have to be greedy. It gets to the 20% level and 10% level, you take your profits and you wait again. Still the same thing. Still the same thing, guys. So you see it. When it gets to what's the 80%, still sell again. You take your, just scalping the market like that, just like that, just like that. Okay. So you have to wait for that daily resistance. At the daily resistance level, you look for the moving average crossover. Okay, at the daily resistance, you look for the moving average crossover, like in and around here. You look for the moving average crossover, then you sell all the way down, and then in and around here you look for what, the moving average crossover. Okay, like in and around here you look for the moving average crossover, then you sell. And then at the daily support level, you look for the moving average crossover, then you buy all the way up if you want to be that patient. But if you don't want to be patient, you can just cap from the sell from there, and then when it gets to the 20% or the 10% level, you just close your trades. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I'll be posting this kind of strategies to update you guys every 2 days. I'll be like making research on the best indicators to profit you guys. Okay, thanks for watching. Please, if you have not subscribed, please endeavor to subscribe to the channels to be able to get, for you to be able to get updates every time I post a video of this nature. Okay guys, please, I would sincerely appreciate if you be able to like and leave a comment. Thanks so much guys. See you next time. Okay, bye.